যে গৌরাঙ্গের নাম লয় তারা হয় প্রেমদায়। তারে মই যাই বলি হারি তায়ে গৌরাঙ্গ গুণেতে ঝুরে নিত্য লীলা তারে স্ফুরে। से जान भक्ति अधिकारी से जान गौरांगेर संगी गणे नित्य सिद्ध कोरी माने। से जाय ब्रजेन्द्र सुत पाश से श्री गौड़ मंडल भूमि जे बाजने चिंतामणि। तारा होय ब्रज भूमि तारा गौर प्रेम रसार्णवे से तरंगे जीवाडुबे। गौर प्रेम रसार्णवे से तरंगे से राधा माधव अंतरंग। राधा गृहे बाबा ने ते थाके हा गौरांग बोले डाके। गृहे नरोत्तम मागे तार संग। नरोत्तम नरोत्तम मागे तार संग। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Gaurangera Doti Pada Varadhana Sampada Gaurangera Sejane Bhakti Rasa Thara Sejane Bhakti Sejane Bhakti Rasa Sara Jaya Gauranithai 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 Jaya Gauranithai Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari Nadiya Bihari Gaura Hari Mayapura Chandra Gaura Hari Kali Yuga Avatari Gaura Hari Kali Malahari Gaura Hari Nitayera Pranadhana Gaura Hari Patita Pavana Gaura Hari Gaura 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 Hari Gaura 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 Hari Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari Jaya Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktivedanta Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktivedanta Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktivedanta Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Jai Om Vishnupada Paramhansa Parivrajacharya Ashtottara Shata Sri Srimati's Divine Grace Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON founder-acharya BBD founder-acharya Savior of the whole world Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramhansa Parivrajacharya Ashtottara Shata Sri Srimat Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopika Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giriraj Govardhan Ki Brajabhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Mathura Puri Dham Ki Purushottam Kshetra Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Ganga Maiya Ki Yamuna Maiya Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Shrimati Tulsi Maharani Ki Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Ki Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maiya Ki Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Granthara Shri Chaitanya Charitamrit Ki Shri Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Ki Nitai Gaura Premanande All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. The meaning of this song by Thakur Narottam Das is: anyone who has accepted the two lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya can understand the true essence of devotional service. If one is captivated by the pleasing pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, the dirty things in his heart will all become cleansed. One who simply takes the holy name of Gaur Sundar, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, will immediately develop love of God. Gauranga! You developed immediately love of God. To such a person I say, bravo, very nice, excellent. If one appreciates the merciful pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and feels ecstasy and sometimes cries, this process will immediately help him to understand the eternal pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Simply by understanding that the associates of Lord Gauranga are eternally free from material contamination, one can immediately be promoted to the transcendental abode of Lord Krishna. If one simply understands that the land of Navadvip is not different from Vrindavan, then he actually lives in Vrindavan. If one says, let me dive deep into the waves of the nectarian ocean of the transcendental loving moment introduced by Lord Chaitanya, he immediately becomes one of the confidential devotees of Radha and Krishna. It does not matter whether one is a householder living at home or a vanaprastha or sannyasi living in the forest. If he chants, O Gauranga, and becomes a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, then Narottam Das begs to have his association. Hari Bol. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to our continuation of the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. We will begin new chapter. Last time we completed that earlier one. How many of you have found that when the prayers are going on and if you try to concentrate on the words and meaning, then we find that it is going quite fast and we are slow in our meditation. So we have to put higher gear in our bhakti. We are not yet very pure, so mind is not able to focus fully. Like Shri Rupam, Sagra Jatam, fat, you have to 6 Goswamis are getting covered, at least 5. Raghunathanvitam, 2 Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Ideally you are supposed to remember name you are taking, so you are supposed to remember their forms. So at least the 6 Goswamis, that photo we have seen. Though it is not like original photo, but some drawing is done. Sometimes some of their photos are available, like Nityam Prabhu's photo is available. How many of you seen original Nityam Prabhu? How he looks like? You have not seen? If you go to Ek Chakra Dham, they have that black and white photo. Nityam Prabhu is sitting something like, I don't know how to show that posture. Not Vajrasana exactly. I have that photo, maybe sometime I can show you. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's original photo is also available. Portrait made by King Pratap Rudra. So how many of you seen? Yeah, in one of the Vyas Puja celebrations of His Holiness, I think Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, this was given to each candidate who attended. So I got one, though I did not attend. लंबे हाथ हैं हमारे, दिल्ली तक पहुंच गए. No snatching, but Lord knows who is most fallen. So from Delhi, direct delivery, delivery from Delhi, like that. So we are supposed to remember the name we are chanting anyway. Form immediately should come. Similarly, when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, immediately Radha Krishna should appear on the Manasa Patal, on the screen of our mind. If your mind is pure, it will appear. They will appear on the screen of your mind. If mind is not pure, then something else only appears, or nothing appears, everything disappears, and all dark. And somebody, Haribol, all the lights are switched on. It was so dark. This room is quite illuminated. Yeah, I was chanting, na? Chanting is for deliverance of the whole world. So I went to hell to deliver people there, so it was all dark there. So when this devotee woke me up, now I understand, yeah, this light is, this room is quite illuminated. So that should happen, the form should appear. Then qualities should manifest. Whatever the qualities you know, Aparupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. And here Jiva Goswami is there, Gopal Bhatta Goswami should appear in our mind. Because it is the humility of Gopal Bhatta Goswami, when Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, before starting to write Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, went to all the Vaishnavas, prominent Vaishnavas in Vrindavan. When he went to Gopal Bhatta Goswami, please bless me that I may be able to write this big book glorifying Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name, fame, qualities, pastime. He said, yes, I bless you, but one condition, you should not mention my name. So, blessings will not come if he takes his name there. So he said, okay, Gosaiji, I agree, bless me. He said, okay, bless. So that's why this is coming in this volume only. This prayer originally is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, composed by Sri Krishna Kaviraj Goswami. It is there in the 2nd chapter and 3rd chapter beginning of this Antya Leela only. Both the chapters have this prayer. This is composition of Srila Krishna Kaviraj Goswami. So that's why he had to avoid Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Shri Rupam Sa Agrajatam, Sanatana Goswami. Raghunathan Vitam, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Tamsa Jivam, Jiva Goswami. The Rup Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, 2 Raghunath Das, Jiva Goswami. Only 5 Goswamis are covered. Gopal Bhatta Goswami's name is not mentioned only. So because he had promised that he won't mention Gopal Bhatta Goswami's name. So, but in our mind, Gopal Bhatta Goswami should appear, because we had not gone to Vrindavan to write this. We are not even reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. For him, he had to write, he needed blessings, so blessings were given by Gopal Bhatta Goswami on that condition. So he avoided his name there. In the mind, he must have thought about Gopal Bhatta Goswami, but could not include his name there. It was not like, it was in the rhyme and all, it was not fitting. So Krishna Kaviraj Goswami was confused. Arey, theek hai, chalo ek ko to nikalna padega. Gopal Bhatta will remove. It's not like that. They are very intelligent. He could have fitted all 6 in that line. But then he was helpless. He had promised. Whatever promise we make to Vaishnavas, we have to fulfill by all means. So he avoided that. But he should also appear. So then qualities of each one of these Goswamis should appear. Shri Rupam. Immediately name is chanted. Form should appear. His qualities should appear. He is very humble. Both Rup Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, both are very humble. The height is Sanatana Goswami. That's why he becomes famous for that. But Rupa Goswami also was so scholarly. 1 lakh verses he composed by himself in Sanskrit. And n number of glories. He is a Rupa Manjari in Golok Vrindavan. So all these qualities should manifest. And he wrote that Namo Mahavadanya. He was the one. And a lot of. And then pastime. Some pastime should also remember of Rupa Goswami. Then Sagrajatam. Sanatana Goswami. Immediately things should come in your mind. So this is a very great service, great height that we have to reach. So slowly mind gets purified. We should be able to, automatically things should appear. Now at least we should chant clearly and hear attentively. Shri Rupam Sagrajatam. And also we should know the meaning. Sa Agrajatam means what? Raghunathan Vitam means what? Tam Sa Jivam means what? Sadvaitam, Sa Avadhutam. All these meanings at least we should know. So eventually the contemplation will increase, the meditation will increase, mind is purified. Then we will be immediately entering in Vrindavan Dham, because Shad Goswamis means Shri Vrindavan Dham. That was given to 6 of them. You explore, find out the lost holy places, write the books, get the temples constructed, and show by your example how to follow Vaishnava etiquettes, etc. And they stayed all throughout in Shri Vrindavan Dham. Raghunath Das Goswami was fortunate to get association of Mahaprabhu. He was the only one who got for 16 years. All others for 8 months. I think Rupa Goswami got 16 months, 8, something like that. And he got maximum. Then afterwards, when he went to Vrindavan, he also stayed in Vrindavan for 25-30 years. So he also, major portion of his life, he stayed in Vrindavan only. So all these things should immediately manifest. If not, that means our consciousness is stuck in the material world. We are still in the ashram. Hey, my dhoti kurta, I forgot to wash. Now I cannot go from this class. Prabhu will catch me. At least Shyam Prabhu will catch my ear. Somebody will complain. What to do about the dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta. Continuous chanting. Dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta. Nahi pakadta, nahi dharta, nahi dharta. So our consciousness is stuck in this material world. It has to be uprooted from there. These classes, kirtan, this whole process is meant to uproot us from our consciousness stuck in the material world and supposed to plant it in the field of pure devotional service. How many of you have seen rice paddy? How the rice crop grows? So they till the land, they sow the seeds, then the rains happen, sprouting happens, then what they do? They have to uproot it and then again plant it. How many of you know this? Some don't know only. Okay, no problem. Now you should know. They have to uproot. Why they have to uproot? They are like seed. I also don't know scientifically what is the reason, but that is the procedure. For rice only, not for wheat and all. Only for rice. So it will grow. You have to uproot it and then plant it. Then it grows wonderfully. So we have to uproot. So remember that rice paddy field. We have to uproot our whatever that sprouted one, our consciousness basically, that sprout from the material field and grow it. There it is in the same field, but we can take it like two fields. So from here you uproot material field and plant it in the spiritual field and it will grow wonderfully. It will be beneficial for the whole world also. Okay, so that was in short introduction. So we will continue our discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishna Consciousness Swami. This need not be shown. Now just touch Shrunu and repeat also when I tell you to repeat the shloka. This will be distraction. In morning Prabhu was speaking about distraction and the thieves create distraction and he gave one example I think. That अरे क्या कुत्ते को लेके जा रहे हैं? अरे नहीं ऐसा काफ कुत्ता है वो. So that distraction, and then that time the devotee sound system in charge, he was making some changes. He was I think putting up that Jagannath Ashtakam there. So many devotees were looking there. Okay, क्या दिखा रहा है? Prabhuji's PPT is being shown. Okay, oh Shri Jagannath. So the point of distraction, how thieves distract us. And many devotees are showing what does it mean by distraction. So I was watching devotees also and I was simultaneously hearing. Otherwise, the devotees are distracted by that LCD screen, that whatever, and I will be distracted by devotees. I was seeing devotees getting distracted, but I was hearing the point also. Otherwise, they will be like distracted ones, and I will be maha distracted one. So I did not want that to happen. So beware, sadhu, savdhan. Throughout life, you need to be alert. Otherwise Maya is always there. The point of distraction is being spoken, and that is the time people are most distracted. Krishna also arranges, exactly that time only that Prabhu was inspired to, though class was to end after 10-15 minutes, but God knows what happened. Paramatma inspired him. And he was playing with the keys and it was appearing slowly and people were wondering, what's going on? So take care. Okay, so we'll start the next chapter, chapter 8 of Antelila. Srila Krishna Consciousness Swami. Ramchandra Puri criticizes the Lord. This is quite small chapter, only 103 verses. In comparison to earlier one who had 173. Some of the chapters of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has 500 plus verses. 500 plus. I think Chandkazi deliverance and the fourth chapter, Achyutananda and description of Achyutananda and Advaita Acharya celebrating Madhavendra Puri's disappearance, etc. These chapters have 500 plus verses. Anyway, that is all Katha only. Here Katha is there, but philosophy also is there a lot in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Ramchandra Puri criticizes the Lord. The first verse is in Sanskrit and that gives the summary of the entire chapter. Please repeat. Tam Vande Krishna Chaitanyam Ramachandra Puri Bhayat Laukika Haratah Swamyo Bhikshannam Samakochayat Tam Vande Krishna Chaitanyam. To that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu I offer my obeisances. Ramachandra Puri Bhayat. Who out of fear of Ramachandra Puri? Laukika Haratah Swam Yo. Laukik is ordinary, if this word. Aharatah, from eating. Swam, his own. Yah, who? Bhikshannam, quantity of food. Bhiksha annam, the quantity is the focus. Samakochayat, that is reduced. Let me offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who reduced his eating due to fear of the criticism of Ramachandra Puri. The chapter will elaborate on that. And second verse is in Bangla. Second one is always Bangla. And second verse is Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda. Something like that. And sometimes if there is third verse, that is also Jai Gadadhar Jai Srivas, something like that. Otherwise third verse is the beginning of the story or chapter. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Karuna Sindhu Avatar Brahma Shivadika Bhaje Charana Yahar. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the incarnation of the ocean of mercy. His lotus feet are worshipped by demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. We need blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then how many of you want to remain lifelong brahmacharis? There is nothing wrong if you want to marry. Those who want to remain lifelong brahmacharis, by all means they must get married to Lord Krishna. So if you want to get married to Lord Krishna, you have to pray to Lord Gaur Nitai. Those who pray to Gaur Nitai, they will remain lifelong brahmacharis. And those who don't take shelter of their lotus feet, they will have big difficulty. Because they are patit pavan. If you are a great hero, pure devotee from previous life, or almost bhav bhakta, maybe you don't have to pray so much to Gaur Nitai. But if you think that you are patit pavan, or if you have understood, you have realized that you are very patit, then there is no other option than Gaur Nitai only. They are patit pavan. Patita pavan hetu tab avatar mausama patita prabhu na paibya. So if you are convinced that you are very fallen, then you will naturally pray to Gaur Nitai, and then you will remain lifelong brahmachari. And any kind of pride, exit doors are always open. One door is enough to get out of brahmachari ashram. You don't need all the gates to be open. So those who are proud, they fall down. Pride comes before a fall. So pride is worst in bhakti. You can have lust, you can have anger, not a big problem. Pride is directly against bhakti, because Bhakti Devi's carrier is humility, and pride is against humility. So not good. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the incarnation of the ocean of mercy. His lotus feet are worshipped by demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. Jaya Jaya Avadhuta Chandra Nityananda Jagat Bandhila Eha Diya Prema Founder. All glories to Nityan Prabhu, the greatest of mendicants, who bound the entire world with a knot of ecstatic love for God. Jaya Avadhuta Chandra, the greatest of the mendicants. This chapter is quite unique. 5 shlokas are, up to 5 shlokas, at least 4 shlokas are about all this, Jai this, Jai that, Jai of this person, Jai. Generally, as I said, only second verse, third onwards the chapter begins. Sometimes second and third also, 2 verses. But here more will come. Here one Panchatattva is one verse, kind of. All glories to Nityan Prabhu, the greatest of mendicants, who bound the entire world with a knot of ecstatic love for God. Jaya Jaya Advaita Ishvara Avatara Krishna Avatari Kaila Jagat Nistara. All glories to Advait Prabhu, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He induced Krishna to descend and thus delivered the entire world. So his combination, Advaita Acharya is combination of Sadashiva and Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu is in which tattva? Vishnu tattva. And Sadashiva? Vishnu Tattva. Both Vishnu Tattvas combined. Sadashiv. Shiva is different, who comes from Brahma. That is Shambhu Tattva. But Sadashiv is in the Vaikuntha world. He has his own planet and he has his own devotees. Just like Nrsimha has his planet and his devotees are there. Vamandev has his planet, he has his devotees. Sadashiv has his own planet and he has his devotees there. Sadashiv is Vishnu. But Shambhu, in this world, Shiva is Shambhu Tattva. Kshiram yatha dadi vikara vishesh. For the maintenance of this material world and all that, Shiva, Lord only comes, just like from milk comes curd, likewise from Lord comes Shambhu, Shiva. That is Shambhu Tattva. All glories to Advaita Prabhu, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He induced Krishna to descend and thus delivered the entire world. Jaya Jaya Shrivasadi Yata Bhakta Gana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Yara Pranadhana. All glories to all the devotees headed by Srivas Thakur. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is their life and soul. So now by this what your mind is thinking? By the 5th verse end. Gandhadhar Pandit is not mentioned explicitly, though Jaya Jaya Srivas Adi. In Adi, Gadadhar Pandit will be the first one because all 4 are covered, only one remained, Gadadhar. So he will be the first one and then Adi. And many others, Shuklamba Brahmachari and many others, Haridas Thakur. Jaya Jaya Srivasadi Yata Bhaktagan Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Yara Pranadhan. Now the Katha will begin. Yai Mata Gaura Chandra Nija Bhakta Sange Nilachale Krida Kare Krishna Prema Tarange. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri performed his various pastimes with his devotees in the waves of love for Krishna. Coming with the mood of Srimati Radharani. Complexion also. Shyam Sundar became Gaur Sundar. But more important is the mood. So if we want to understand Radharani, we have to understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We have to hear about him unlimitedly. And Radharani is only Bhakti Devi. Our whole process is Bhakti only. Without this Bhakti, we cannot connect with Krishna. We cannot pull Krishna to ourselves. Krishna gets pulled by Bhakti. As souls, we are all parts and parcels of Krishna. And Bhakti in our heart is part and parcel of Srimati Radharani. So Krishna is never attracted to us. We can never attract Krishna to us. But the Bhakti in our heart attracts Krishna, pulls him towards us. Because he feels, hey, Radharani. Oh, no. Not Radharani. This fellow is Sundar Shyam Das. Not having so much devotion. Making lot of show. But little bit that show he does, that is part and parcel of my Srimati Radharani. So he is pulled. Otherwise there is no way. By your own whatever you do, you can never pull Krishna towards you. Impossible. He is all attractive. Everybody can be pulled to him. But he cannot be pulled by anyone except Bhakti. Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato gyatva vishate tadanantram bhaktya tu ananyaya shakya aham evam vidurjanah gyatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantama tapa patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti uparatam ashnami prayatatmana. In one verse only 2 times bhakti. Can understand what is the potency of devotional service. So much. And that so many, anyway we will not get into it, Bhagavad Gita and all that. But Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, who is Rasik Acharya, he says this Vraja means Vrindavan. How to surrender to Krishna by giving up everything? This you have to learn from Brajavasis, not others. Braja only. Go to Braja and learn from Brajavasis. So, a lot of meanings are there like that. So, it's amazing. So, for us, understanding Mahaprabhu is very, very important. At least hearing about him. Slowly we'll understand. We cannot fully understand him because he came to understand what he was not able to understand. As Krishna also. So God knows how much he understood in those 48 years. But we will never understand. but little bit if you understand, that's okay. He understood everything. On Tattva he understands everything, he knows everything. But in Ras, he was not understanding, not able to understand. What is that in me that Radharani enjoys more than I do by serving me? Served should be more enjoying. How the server is more enjoying more? What is the mystery? So he understood in no other way than to become a server only. So he became servant, Radharani. So it's very amazing. Hena kale Ramachandra Puri Gosai Aila Paramananda Puri re Ara Prabhure Millila. Then a sannyasi named Ramchandra Puri Gosai came to see Paramananda Puri and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because these two are in Puri only. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reached first in 1512. He reached in 1510, but he stayed only for 1.5, 2 months. After delivering Sarvam Bhattacharya, he at once left for South Indian tour. He came back after 2 years in 1512, Chaturmas beginning kind of. That is the time when he was in South Indian tour. In Chaturmas end, when Mahaprabhu left Srirangam, the house of Venkat Bhatta, where Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami, as a small boy, 7-year-old, happened to serve Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for all 4 months. Mahaprabhu after Chaturmas at once left towards south and he went to Rushay Parvat, and that's where he met Srila Paramananda Puri. Paramananda Puri, don't tell the answer, raise your hand if you know. Who is he in Krishna Lila? 2 devotees know, others don't know. Okay. Uddhav. He's Uddhav. So Krishna and Uddhav are thick friends. They are cousin brothers also. And in fact, Uddhav was also acting as counselor for Krishna, for all Yadus, for Ugrasen's kingdom. Uddhav was the counselor. That's why when 2 proposals came simultaneously, one of Rajasui Yagya by Yudhishthira Maharaj, and other was by the 20,000 captives, those who were captured by Jarasan and were supposed to be sacrificed to Kali, Narabali. So they also sent petition through an Brahmin that, oh Lord, please rescue us. We don't want to die. We take your shelter. You give shelter to surrendered one. So now what to do? Should we go to Magad, Bihar, or should we go to Delhi, Hastinapur? So they are in 2 different directions in one sense. Anyway, these are in Dwarka. So if you see, Dwarka to Hastinapur, Delhi, and Dwarka to Magad, Bihar. But still 2 different places, quite far away from each other. So what to do? So then many were of the opinion, let us take care of this Jarasan, smash him, like that. Fellow, what does he think? And first of all, we Yadavas are being sought after, our shelter they are taking. So here we are Kshatriyas. Samba and many others were convinced. But then Krishna asked Uddhav, what do you say, Uddhav? Uddhav said that I feel that we should go for the Rajasya sacrifice of Yudhishthira. So when this was said, Samba became very angry. What is this? What is uncle saying? This is not good. So stamping his feet, he left the court. He was not happy. He wanted to fight, finish off Jarasan. Then Uddhav continued. Why? Because when Yudhishthira Maharaj wants to perform this Rajasya Yagya, for that he will have to prove his sovereignty, his supremacy over all other kings. All kings will surrender except Jarasan. Jarasan will not surrender. And he is very powerful. Nobody can defeat Jarasan in the battlefield. He can be defeated only in duel. So Krishna, you will go with Bhima and Arjun disguised as Brahmins, and you will, through Bhima, kill this Jarasan. And that way those soldiers, those kings are also rescued, and you are there in the Rajasya Yagya also. So both are taken care of. 2 in 1. 2 in 1. Like that. So then that was all agreed upon. So Krishna goes with all 16,108 queens. They are going chariots after chariots. It's a huge thing. What do you call procession. And somehow they reach. And exactly the same things as predicted by Uddhav happened. So Paramanand Puri is Uddhav in Krishna Lila, and Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted Uddhav's association. So when Paramanand Puri came, not Paramanand Puri came, there only after Chaturmas, when he reached Rushabh Hills. I think I earlier said Rushamukh or something, Rushabh Hills. So that's where he requested Paramanand Puri, please come and stay with me. I will be residing in Jagannath Puri only on the request of my mother Shachi Mata. So it will be nice to have your association. He said yes. And then they went to different directions. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to further south, etc. Kanyakumari and all that. And Paramanand Puri went in other direction. After some time when Paramanand Puri reached Shantipur, Navadvip, this Kala Krishna Das came there with Jagannath Mahaprasad, and the news that Mahaprabhu has come back. This is after almost 2 years. Mahaprabhu has come back from South Indian tour. He is in Jagannath Puri now. So all the devotees said, let's go now. 2 years we were in separation, no whereabouts known. Let's go now. Meet Mahaprabhu in Nilachal, in Jagannath Puri. But because so many devotees wanted to go, so it requires some time was required. They are all getting prepared, ready. Meanwhile, Paramanand Puri thought this is taking too much. Can't wait so long. He at once left. Somebody joined, one devotee joined, and they both reached first to Jagannath Puri. And obviously, Mahaprabhu knew that he has accepted my request to be with him throughout life. So he requires a residence. So he asked, he will give one place called, that is Paramanand Puri Nivasthan, but currently, how many of you have gone Paramanand Puri's residence in Jagannath Puri Dham? Raise your hand. Nobody. How many of you have gone to Jagannath Puri? Raise your hand. So what did you see there then? You only saw Khaja, and then you had your own mantra, Khate ja, Khaja, Khate ja, Khaja, Khate ja, Khaja, 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 Khaja. यही था, all pervading Khaja. Like that. Huh? So that is the place. Paramanand Puri is well. How many of you know? So just well was outside his house only. That police station is there now. That police station was not there. That 500 years back, police station was not there. How many of you are convinced that what I am saying is the truth? Some are not convinced, I think. They are not raising hand. They think Prabhu is criminal, but just because he is not criminal for 500 years, so he is not remembering. Police station was not there. It was Paramanand Puri's house. The house means simple dwelling. And that pastime is there, well pastime. Anyway, so Paramanand Puri resided over there only for the rest of his life. Generally sannyasis travel, but some special consideration, they may reside in one place. Like Kshetra Sannyasi. Gadadhar Pandit was a sannyasi, but Kshetra Sannyasi. So he resided all throughout in Puri, and that too in Tota Gopinath only, because Tota Gopinath manifested to Mahaprabhu. Once Mahaprabhu was sitting with Gadadhar Pandit, they were discussing in that Tota, in that garden. And Mahaprabhu was with his finger in the soil, he was doing like this. Like this. Ladies do sometimes like that. So Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So like that he was little digging the earth, and then something touched his hand, and then he went deeper, and then whole huge deity of Tota Gopinath, taller than what you see now. How many of you seen Tota Gopinath? So taller than what you see now, the height. But then he was standing then. He was installed there, and Mahaprabhu told Gadadhar to take care of that deity. But then when Gadadhar Pandit became what they call prematurely old after Mahaprabhu's departure, he would stitch the garland, wanted to garland Gopinath, but Gopinath is standing too tall. He would go up like this. Again he would try to put, he is not able to reach only. Then Gopinath said, don't worry, my dear Gadadhar, you don't have to strain yourself, I will sit down. So Lord sat down. So what you see now, the height, is after sitting down. When he was originally obtained from the garden, he was taller than this. If that Gopinath stands up, how tall he will be? He will be at least 1 to 2 feet taller than what you see now. Now also he is in sitting posture also how much? 5 feet? Around 5 feet. So if he stands up, he will be at least 6.5 feet, maybe 7 feet also, like that. So he was Kshetra Sannyasi, Gadadhar Pandit. About Paramanand Puri, he did not say that he was Kshetra Sannyasi, but on Mahaprabhu's request, he stayed there only for rest of his life. Then a sannyasi named Ramchandra Puri Gosai came to see Paramanand Puri and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Paramananda Puri Kaila Charana Vandana Puri Gosai Kaila Tare Drudha Alingana. Paramanand Puri offered respects at the feet of Ramachandra Puri. Who is senior? Ramchandra Puri. That's why Paramanand Puri is offering obeisances to the feet of Ramachandra Puri. And Ramachandra Puri strongly embraced him. Seniors can do that. So he picked him up and he embraced him. This is the etiquette. You'll find that in Mahabharata, that as soon as Krishna would come to Hastinapur to be with Pandavas, or generally this is the case, Krishna only would come. That's why Parikshit was solaced by Shukdev Goswami. Don't worry, don't think that Krishna did not appear in your dynasty, because in which dynasty? In earlier description shows that Krishna appeared in Dhruva's dynasty. What was that? Dhruva's dynasty or Priyavar's dynasty? Both these dynasties, but I don't have, in our dynasty Krishna is not there. That sense, that kind of feeling was rising in Parikshit's heart. So Krishna, Shukdev Goswami consoled him. No. Even if Krishna did not appear in your dynasty, he was all the time there with your grandparents. So Yudhishthira was consoled, I think. He was feeling, you have so much more association. In fact, all the sages come to Hastinapur to take darshan of Krishna in your kingdom, because they know most of the time Krishna is in Hastinapur. It was a very thick relationship. Quite often, though he had 16,108 wives, but he would leave them all and he would go to meet the Pandavas, his great devotees. So bhakti is very powerful. Bhakti attracts Krishna. What was the earlier point? So then as soon as Krishna would come, he would go and bow down to Yudhishthira, who would pick him up and embrace him. Then Krishna would go and bow down to Bhima. Bhima would pick him up and embrace him. Then Krishna and Arjun, they are equals, so they are embracing each other, no bowing down. Then Nakul would come forward, he would bow down to Krishna, Krishna would pick him up and embrace. Then Sahadev would come forward, he would bow down, Krishna would pick him up and embrace. So this is quite often the description. This is how it is, because they are as per the age. 3 kinds of old people: Vayavruddha, Jnanavruddha, Bhakti Vruddha. So those who are elder to us, you are 27-year-old, anybody who is 28 years old, or 27 years old, but one day before he was born. You were born on 25th March, he was born on 24th March of the same year, so he is senior to you. So he is Vayavruddha. He is elder to you in age. Then second is Jnanavruddha. He may be younger to you as far as birth and age goes, but he has a lot of knowledge, more than you do. So he has to be respected. Jnanavruddha. And third is Bhakti Vruddha. He may be younger in age, he may be less in knowledge, but in bhakti, no match, or he is at least quite higher than you. Then he also is senior, he also has to be respected, like that. Fortunately, many of us have devotees who are senior to us, who are Vayavruddha also, Jnanavruddha also, and Bhakti Vruddha also. It's very easy to respect them. Challenge will come when you meet some younger devotee, when you become 35, 40, 50-year-old, and you come across some younger devotee who is highly knowledgeable, and sometimes, according to ISKCON management, he may be leader. Like His Holiness Swayam Bhagwan Keshav Maharaj. He is younger in age to many of us, but he is a sannyasi. So we pay prostrated obeisances, dandavat pranam, like that. He is quite young. He was given sannyas only at the age of 42, I think. Like that. Yes. No, actual bhakti. That is Vayavruddha. He is more in bhakti, more years he is in bhakti than you do. That is kind of Vayavruddha. Jnana-vruddha means he has got a lot of knowledge. And Bhakti-vruddha means he is quite high in bhakti. I just give example of ISKCON management scenario, but more than that it is bhakti only. So now you should be able to analyze who has more bhakti than I do. Our arrogance says no. देवा हो देवा वृंदावन चंद्र देवा तुमसे बड़ा कर कौन और तुम्हारे एटलीस्ट पीडीसी भक्त वृंद में हमसे बड़ा कर कौन स्वामी हमसे बड़ा कर कौन है ना. दिस इज द लाउडेस्ट साउंड सिस्टम इनसाइड विदाउट एनी माइक्रोफोन एंड एम्पलीफायर. आवाज आती कि नहीं अंदर? किस किस की आवाज आती है अंदर? फिर 24 hours in the midnight also. मैं सुशांत हूं मैं सुशांत प्रभु हूं मैं. वो दिन दूर नहीं जब मैं बनूंगा सुशांत महाप्रभु की. आगे आगे देखो करता हूं क्या. ऐसे गुल खिलाऊंगा कि मंदिर से धक्के मार के बाहर निकाल देंगे मुझे. ना सॉरी, मंदिर में हार चढ़ा के जूते के नहीं हमेशा है कि नहीं. आपको ऊपर भी चढ़ा रहे हम, लेकिन इतना भी नहीं चढ़ाएंगे, खट से नीचे भी खींचेंगे, है कि नहीं. गलती से कहीं ऊपर न चले जाए बहुत. सही ना मान ले कि सही में हाँ मैं ही तो हूँ सुशांत प्रभु एंड एंड सुशांत महाप्रभु. बस थोड़े दिन की दूरी है. 2026 एंड दिसंबर, बट इफ नॉट बस अभी जल्दी दीक्षा होने ही वाली है हमारी. फिर देखो क्या गुल खिलाता हूँ. गुलकंद ही मैं खाऊंगा मैं. गुल आपको खिलाऊंगा, गुलकंद मैं खाऊंगा. लाइक दैट. आफ्टरवर्ड somebody can translate for him. I can't translate all these things in English. I don't know what is gulkand called in English. है ना. कंद is roots ना, and gul is gul गायब, जो hidden roots. That is not the translation. Gulkand is a sweet. Like that. Okay. Paramanand Puri offered respects at the feet of Ramchandra Puri, and Ramchandra Puri strongly embraced him. In the purport, Prabhupada says, Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur comments that although Ramchandra Puri was naturally very envious, and although he was against the principles of Vaishnavism, or in other words, against the principles of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotees, common people nevertheless addressed him as Goswami or Gosai, because he was superficially in the renounced order and dressed like a sannyasi. Little ahead he says, by careful scrutiny, therefore, one will find that Goswami is not the title for a certain caste, rather it is properly the title for a person in the renounced order. The Goswami is not just born in Goswami race, that Prabhupada condemns, and then he makes this conclusion. Goswami is not a title, but one in the renounced order is called as Goswami. Go means senses, Swami means master. One who has controlled his senses, he is called as Goswami. That means sannyasi. Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam jivha vegam udara upastha vegam etan veganyo vishaheta dhiraha sarvam apimam prithvim sashishyat. Anybody who conquers his 6 urges, the urge to speak, so much we speak. So that's why I take a challenge. Don't speak. Keep quiet. You will read a lot. You will be able to read a lot of books of Prabhupada and Acharyas if you keep quiet. Otherwise, you waste your time by opening your mouth, and you waste others also, because others have to hear you, no? Something you are shouting there. Prabhu, time क्या हुआ है? Everybody is 10 people are watching. क्या हुआ? Then everybody may want to say, but at least one will say, Prabhu, it's 12:30. Oh, thank you, Prabhu. And all others are hearing. 10 लोगों का आपने जीवन बर्बाद, टाइम बर्बाद किया. You wasted time of 10 people. Like that. That's why Prabhupada many times would not speak. Like that fan is on, Prabhupada wants the fan to be switched off. So he would see the disciple, just finger indication only. That means switch it off. He would not speak it. You can learn from Prabhupada. And also the way Shrutakirti Prabhu, I asked him at the end again to get clarification. Well, you said Prabhupada would face wall during prasadam. What exactly it means? So he said Prabhupada would sit like this, Here is that platform on which plate will be kept, and next to that seat for Prabhupada. So in between the wall and Prabhupada only that plate is there. Like that Prabhupada would take prasad. Understood, na? How many of us take now if I have to take prasad, what I will do? I will sit here touching the wall, but I will be facing this open hall. But Prabhupada exactly opposite. He is facing the wall. And then I asked him also, that means when you would bring chapati and serve him, you would serve from the side, correct? He said yes. From front you cannot serve because wall is there. From back you cannot serve because Prabhupada is there. So only two sides are free. This side, left side and right side. So depending on from where he is coming, entry point, let's say kitchen is that side and this is the entry point and Prabhupada is sitting here. So he will serve Prabhupada from left side. And let's say Prabhupada is sitting like that, facing that wall, there only is sitting, not here, there. So he will come here, so he will serve Prabhupada from Prabhupada's right side. So like that. So then I was feeling in the mind, maybe this is also to avoid others. Anybody comes to meet Prabhupada, he says, my God, Swamiji is facing wall only. Anyway, no personal servant would not allow anyone to come inside when Prabhupada would take us. All throughout for 12 years, nobody saw Prabhupada speaking during prasadam. He would not speak. Very strict. It's amazing. He is a founder-acharya of 108 temples worldwide and thousands of disciples, lakhs of books published, printed. How much you can keep your mouth shut is also the indication of how much your mind is under control. To the degree your mind is not under control, you will want to speak. Prabhu, so much. So vacho vegam manasa krodham, the urges of the mind and krodh, anger, urges of the tongue, belly and genital. One who conquers all six, he is Goswami in the real sense of the term. Vishaheta dhira, he is very sober. Vishaheta, he tolerates. One has to tolerate that. Visha is nothing to do with poison. But in one sense you can think that these six are poisons, urges. So you control, you tolerate six urges. Dhira, that will make you sober. Sarvam apimam prithvim sashi. Then you can make disciples all over the world. Any part of the world. You can go to Africa, you can go to Australia, you can go to China, Japan. All others have uncontrolled urges. You have controlled urges, you can make disciples, accept disciples from anywhere. Did you have a question, Sushant Prabhu? If you just hear, all questions will be answered.
Krishna and also the
services. Yeah, that is okay. That is okay.
These things,
yes,
okay.
That is machitta madgadam, bodhayanta parasparam. Conversing about me, my devotees converse about me. That is okay. Real silence means to speak about Krishna 24 hours a day. But if you are not going to speak about Krishna, in that case I told, keep shut. Shut up your mouth. Don't open your mouth. Put a sellotape on your lips or electric tape and write there, not fit for speaking. and you are now close and he sees there is sellotape there and it is written on that, not fit for speaking. Prabhu, how you are not fit for speaking? Answer is the same. Not fit for speaking. Don't open your mouth. Especially don't open the sellotape. Let it be there. He may remove it. No, I am not fit for speaking. Like that. If you have nothing to speak about Krishna or in Krishna's seva, then better not open your mouth. Don't pollute the ether of the Lord. Shabda khe. Sound is produced in sky. So ether of the sky, ether, don't pollute it by speaking. You don't have the right. You cannot create sky. Why are you polluting sky? Krishna is able to create sky and he can purify the sky also by Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So he has kindly given, and we are supposed to chant that. That purifies our internal sky also, internal ether of our heart, and external ether also of the globe. We have two universes, one this huge universe around, and one is our body. Two universes we have. We have to purify both the universes, this ether and this ether, by speaking about Krishna. When you speak about Krishna, this ether is also purified, and this ether also, both. And sing about Krishna. Chant Krishna's holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If you cannot purify that ether and this ether, then keep quiet at least. And hear or read books of Acharyas. And slowly get inspired to purify both the ethers, outside and inside.
So even speaking, mainly we don't have to do Vijalpa.
Krishnetar subjects should not be entertained. Krishna itar, apart from Krishna, nothing should be there. Krishna's name, fame, qualities, pastimes, devotees, holy dham, everything about Krishna is all okay. But Krishnetar, itar should not be there. Otherwise you will be titar bitar. You will be scattered. Your consciousness will get scattered all over the universe. So speak about Krishna. Then you are focused on Krishna, and within Krishna the entire universe is there. You don't have to separately worry about this part of the universe, that part of the universe. Everything is there within Krishna. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sacha me na pranashyati. One who sees me in everything. In everything. In microphone you see Krishna. In this book you see Krishna. In this desk you see Krishna. In this bottle you see Krishna. In this table you see Krishna. In this carpet you see Krishna. In this whiteboard you see Krishna. In this wall you see Krishna. In the switchboard you see Krishna. In the regulator knob you see Krishna. In the fan you see Krishna. In this sound system boxes you see Krishna. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mahi pashyati, and sees everything in Krishna. In Krishna, Vrindavan Chandra, sound box is there, wall is there, whiteboard is there, carpet is there, desk is there, table is there, bottle is there, microphone is there. Everything is in Krishna only. You don't have to look anywhere for this thing. You'll find. Yasmin tushtya jagat tushtam. By pleasing Krishna, feeding Krishna, you feed the whole world. Yasmin vigyatam sarvameva vigyatum bhavati. Just by knowing Krishna, you know everything. That's why Prabhupada said a devotee should know little about everything and everything about one thing. Exact words are a devotee should know something about everything and everything about one thing, something, that is Krishna and Krishna Bhakti. About Krishna Bhakti you should know everything. You have to. That's why Acharyas have written so many books you should read. I am reading Priti Sandarbha apart from along with Brahma Vaivadha Puran. So it's amazing. Little technical, little strain to the brain and understanding, because that is the last Sandarbha. Of the 6 Sandarbhas, first begins with Tattva, the 5th is Bhakti Sandarbha, 6th is Priti Sandarbha. So very advanced, and it is talking about Prayojan directly. Bhakti Sandarbha is talking about Abhideya, and all other earlier 4 Sandarbhas are talking about Sambandha Gyan. For Sambandha Gyan, 4 Sandarbhas. For Abhideya, 1 Bhakti Sandarbha, and for Prayojan, 1 Priti Sandarbha. So it's directly love, Priti, everywhere Priti only comes. Ras, love for Krishna, how this is there, that Mallanam Ashnir Nrunam Naravaro, Strinam Smaro Murtiman, all that, when Krishna entered in the wrestling arena of Kamsa in Mathura. So that time 10 different personalities or groups of personalities saw Krishna in 10 different ways. Mallanam Ashnir Nrunam, for Mallas, for wrestlers, he was like chastising rod. Naravara, for people in general. Mallanam Ashnir Nrunam, for people. Naravara, he was the best of the human beings. Strinam Smaro Murtiman, when women saw, oh my God, he's Cupid personified, like that. So he analyzes the priti of each one of them, and then he discards the mallas and comes also, because these fellows don't have priti only for Krishna, isn't it? They are the mallas, they want to beat Krishna, if possible to kill him, and Kamsa wants to kill him by all means. If others cannot kill, I will only kill. So that's why these two categories are removed directly. And others have priti, direct priti, indirect priti. So very nice analysis. So we have to go deeper and deeper in bhakti. So a lot of homework is remaining for us. Knowing that, we should not just open our mouth and keep speaking. In Marathi they say, Usalli jivani, lavli talyala. Talula, something like that. Because tongue is anyway free. You know? Like if I have to lift this table, I know in the first place only I cannot lift it. And if I try, after some time not getting, I will give up. But tongue, to lift it up is so easy, isn't it? You don't have to use hands or anything. Just all of you lift your tongue in the mouth, see, and you touch it to the palate inside, and then some word is produced. And that is how you pollute the ether of Krishna. If it is not Krishna conscious. So, Usalli jivani lavli talula. You lift your tongue and just touch it to the palate, produce some sound, and waste your time and others' time. This should not be done. This is a sarcastic phrase in Marathi. So one should not do it. One should avoid speaking.
Prudi,
Yeah.
like Prudi, Sutikirti Puji has said this, like Prabhupada used to, while he was taking prasad, he generally doesn't talk. So Prudi, in our case, generally, that is the time devotees share, like whatever they have read and whatever they have heard. So Prudi, as per you, Prudi, like what is the ideal?
Ideally, we should not speak. Somebody should read, or some cassette, some lecture should be played on, or if nothing else, at least some kirtan. And everybody should hear, relish Krishna Prasad. With every morsel, you should remember Krishna. Khaite, boshite, shuite. Khaite while eating, basite while sitting, and shuite while sleeping. You should always take the name of the Lord. In Marathi there is one famous Vadane kavala gheta nama ghyave Shri Hariche. With every morsel you take Jai Madhav, Govind, Gopal, Madhusudan, Trivikram. With every morsel you should take at least one name of the Lord. If nothing else, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We don't eat so fast, but I'm just telling. So this is ideal, no speaking. But then if you are so cautious about time that you don't want to waste time in the daytime conversing with others, then you take it. Though ideally it is not recommended. During eating one should not speak. In my childhood only, in one, what they call it, that books about health, how to take care of your health. So there only I had read that during eating one should play classical music, Shastriya Sangeet. And it has nice effect. Not pop music or rock music, My God, prasadam inside the stomach will be getting shocks after shocks. And after that you may have to go to toilet also. The whole prasadam. So that should not be. But classical music is very good. That alap, vilap, pralap, means all that. So that is good. That helps in digestion. Ideally no speaking. Got it? See, tongue has two functions, we say. Eating and speaking. So can two go on simultaneously? No. So when you eat and speak simultaneously, you tend to gulp it down. How many of you observed? You don't chew it sufficiently. According to Ayurvedic books, 32 times you have to chew it. Forget that much. God knows कौन उसका बाप भी इतनी बार chew करता है कि नहीं, जो किताब लिखा है वो और उसका बाप. But at least there are some people, and we otherwise, if we are not speaking, we will chew it. At least, I don't know how many times, isn't it? 5-10 times you may chew upon the food, prasadam, and then you may gulp it down. But now what happens while speaking? Because time is going in speaking, so you may just 2, 3, 4 times, and then you may just gulp it down, isn't it? He will do that. Because if I do, it may get killed, and I am not able to see also. Jiv Daya should be there. Jiv Himsa should not happen. He will be able to do Jiv Daya because he is able to see Jiva. I am not able to see Jiva. I am only seeing Jiv Goswami. Okay. So got it? Haribol. See? The power of distraction. Haribol! Distraction Prabhu ki! Everybody is looking, kya rahe Sushant Prabhu, who will be soon Sushant Mahaprabhu. Maha paper निकाल के महाजीव को महा तरण करवा दिया. See how much we get quickly distracted, yes or not? For me it is difficult to get distracted because I have to speak, na? So service if you are rendering, you will not be distracted. You could have been doing Shravan Seva, then you will not be distracted. But because you are not ready to do Shravan Seva, then you are distracted. क्या कर रहे? निकाला तो सही, अभी अपनी खुद की लीला कर रहे. प्रभु की ऊपर गर्दन लीला चल रही थी, अभी सुशांत प्रभु की 100 लीला चल रही है. So lot of distractions are possible. Got it, na? Hari bol. So ideally no speaking, only one function of the tongue. That time it is testing, no speaking. Otherwise you are not doing well. That will rarely happen, but at least chewing will be less. How many of you have clearly seen that you chew less while speaking? I have clearly seen. Cut 3-4 times or 5 times max. I chew it and I gulp it down. Because I am speaking also, I think, I answered his question and kind of half minute is over. So I chewed for half minute. This is what I think. I have not chewed, but I think like that. And then I gulp it down. So not good. If possible, try to avoid. That's why reading should happen. So much chow in that prasadam hall. 2-timer kitchen, 2-timer prasadam hall. I don't know what happens in 3-timer. Maybe cow happens. Here chow happens. Which alphabet goes on, I don't know. Pom. Something might be happening. It's crazy, huh? Huh? अच्छा, सोने पे सुहागा. डबल इफेक्ट. ओके, और कौवे का भी, दोनों काले. ठीक है, no problem. So sadhu avdan, that is the message in essence, like that. So ahead. महाप्रभु कैला तारे दंडवत नति आलिंगन करिते हो कैल कृष्ण स्मृति. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also offered obeisances unto Ramachandra Puri, who then embraced him and thus remembered Krishna. So the etiquette also shows that first the senior will be addressed by whosoever is there. So Ramachandra Puri first picked up Parvanand Puri and embraced him, because he is senior to Mahaprabhu. And then Mahaprabhu, I don't know whether both of them simultaneously paid pranam to Ramachandra Puri, but at least Ramachandra Puri, after dealing with Paramanand Puri properly, then he embraced Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as he was embracing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he remembered Krishna. Krishna is only in his embrace, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he at least remembered Krishna. In the purport Prabhupada says, when a Vaishnava sannyasi meets another Vaishnava sannyasi, they both remember Krishna. They don't address each other as Krishna. Namo Narayanaya. And then he also says, Namo Narayanaya. He says, all my obeisances to you, O Lord Narayan. And he also says, yes, my obeisances also to you, O Lord Narayan. Sannyasis, when they offer obeisances to each other, they should remember Krishna. They should not address each other that you are Krishna or you are Narayan. That is Mayavadi sannyasis, foolish people. Even Mayavadi sannyasis generally remember Narayan, ideal, who is also Krishna, by saying Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya or Namo Narayanaya. So they are supposed to remember Narayan ideally, but they mean something else only, that you are only Narayan. Thus it is the duty of a sannyasi to remember Krishna. According to Smriti Shastra, a sannyasi does not offer obeisances or blessings to anyone. It is said, sannyasi nirashir nirnamaskriyah. Sannyasi nirashir, he doesn't bless anyone. Nirnamaskaraha, namaskriyaha. A sannyasi should not offer anyone blessings or obeisances. So, aloof. I don't know, I am not a sannyasi. After I get sannyas, then also don't ask immediately. I'll have to ask somebody. Just sannyas is over half an hour back, and I had read, and question was also raised. Sannyasi should not offer blessings to others. Maharaj, could you please tell me what is the reason? And then only when I get answer, then you should come to me. Okay? So, we'll wait. I don't know. And I will not know after getting sannyas also, in case we get. That has to be revealed by somebody who knows. Maybe some sannyasi can speak, in case they know. Otherwise, some sannyasi, no, sannyas, he can give a blessing. No problem. Some sannyasi may say like that. Like that. You understood? Prabhupada is Guru. Guru is always blessing disciples. This is in general sannyasi. And it may have many other considerations, like people from very low class background may come. They may be they might not have taken bath, so touching them may not be good. All that. Those considerations may also be involved, but I am not sure exact reason. Sure means I don't know. Simple. We have to ask some sannyasi. Some sannyasi comes, you ask him, isn't it? Who is coming next? His name is Prabhupada Saraswati Maharaj is coming during Jagannath Rath Yatra. So who will take responsibility of asking Maharaj? Oh, you will be in India, and I will be out in Bangalore. Okay. No problem. We'll see later. तीन जने गो इष्ट गोष्ठी कैला का तक्षण जगदानंद पंडित तारे कैला निमंत्रण. The three of them talked about Krishna for some time, and then Jagdanand came and extended an invitation to Ramachandra Puri. Jagannathera prasada anila bhikshara lagiya yatheshtha bhiksha karila teho nindara lagiya. A large quantity of the remnants of food from Lord Jagannath was brought in for distribution. Ramachandra Puri ate sumptuously, and then he wanted to find faults in Jagdanand Pandit. Just see how enthusiastic he is for finding fault in the one who has fed him prasadam, Mahaprasad. And we should be enthusiastic to appreciate other devotees, not to find fault. Bhakti in one word is appreciation. And offense means what? You don't appreciate the devotee. This devotee is not good. So you don't appreciate. That means what bhakti are you doing? Isn't it? Everybody is created by the Lord, and everybody is placed in a particular place, situation by the Lord. Isn't it? Understood? So why do you feel that he is misplaced? He should not be here, that devotee. He is not fit for being called as a Vaishnava. He is not supposed to be in Vaishnava community. He should be away somewhere. So this kind of thoughts are not good. That's how aparadha happens. Appreciation is missing and criticism is more prominent. Bhiksha kari kahe puri shuna jagdananda avashesha prasada tumi karaha bhakshana. After finishing the meal, Ramachandra Puri requested, my dear Jagdanand, please listen. You eat the food that is left. Looks very nice, you know? He doesn't want to waste prasadam. He is concerned about the one who served him prasadam. But this is not the reason at all. The reason is something else. Agraha kariya tare vasi khauya ila apane agraha kari pariveshana kaila. With great eagerness, Ramachandra Puri seated Jagdanand Pandit and personally served him prasadam. Nor is the reason that he wants to serve Jagdanand prasadam. These are all externally going on. Internally is earlier told only. He wanted to find faults in Jagdanand Pandit. So fault is not there. So he is creating fault in Jagdanand. See how dangerous the mentality of Vaishnava Aparad is. Now if some senior tells you take this prasad, how can you say? Radhesham Prabhu comes here now and gives you each one gulab jamun. Can you say, no Prabhu, I am 3-timer and I don't take in between breakfast and lunch. Okay, because you are giving, okay, let us, I have my Bhiksha Patra ever ready in my pocket of the kurta or in my bag always Bhiksha Patra. So please keep this gulab jamun in the Bhiksha Patra. I will take it at 1 o'clock when I go for prasadam. Will you say like that? No, you will take immediately. Because otherwise it looks disrespectful towards senior devotee. You have to take it. Or at least if it is a very big piece, let's say Balaji's laddu is given to you. Hey, how many of you got one full sometime? So you know what it is. Very heavy, isn't it? Ghee, pure ghee, like that. So, and you can't take so much. So you'll take little bit at least, crumb, little. Because senior devotee has given. And that taking little bit is as good as taking whole laddu. And we have respected him also. If possible, you can take whole, but if it is difficult, take little bit at least. So how can you say no if some senior devotee serves you something? So here Jagdanand is completely stuck, he's checkmated. And he doesn't even know what's going to happen now. See, this is the first interaction. Ramchandra Puri nobody saw, first time they are seeing. And he's a sannyasi, he is respected by Paramanand Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And naturally senior devotee, Jagdanand Pandit volunteered to serve him. He served him also, and now he is saying, you take. And it is natural also, na? After we are all served by servers, one of us, at least senior devotee may tell, so Haribol, all of you servers, now all the devotees are over, now you all please sit, please sit quickly. Or maybe I will serve you at least in the beginning, in 5 minutes. Sit quickly. That is the natural way of reciprocating. But here Jagdanand Pandit is very innocent, he doesn't know what's going to happen now. He is going to be made, what they call? In that, this thing, chess board, what is that, each one called? Pawn, na? Pawn. He is going to be made a pawn, into a pawn, like that. Agraha karya punaha, punaha khauyaila, achama kaile ninda, karite lagila. Encouraging Jagdanand Pandit again and again, Ramchandra Puri fed him sumptuously. But when Jagdanand had washed his hands and mouth, Ramchandra Puri began criticizing him. Haribol. Means horrible. It's a horrible thing he is doing. But this is how. Have you come across anyone who showed so much love and served you like anything? And at the end of, kya? Khaila kalani boila bhar? Eating like anything? You are a glutton? You are a, what do you call? Whatever it is. You understand? Na? You eat like anything. अरे तेरा बस चले तो पृथ्वी को ही खा जाएगा रे. Somebody said like that. You understand? Na? You are like hungry for lifetime, sir. सब कुछ खा जाएगा, मुझे भी खा जाएगा क्या? इतना? ये भी कोई तरीका है? ऐसे, how many of you have come across such situation? क्या? No. Devotees are very loving. They will serve you and अरे कम खाया. माँ तो क्या बोलती है? After feeding you a lot and you ate like anything and she says at the end, क्या कुछ नहीं खाया तुमने तो. ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. ज़्यादा खाना चाहिए. है कि नहीं? And same thing some others also may say. But here it is opposite only. He fed him like anything. And Jagdanand Pandit would have felt, कितना प्रेम है प्रभु का, कितना प्रेम से खिलाया, इतना खिलाया, जितना खिलाया उतना प्रेम है, उतना प्रेम नहीं है, उतना निंदा के लिए कारण बनता है. That much becomes a bigger and sufficient reason for criticizing Jagdanand for Ramchandra Puri. That is his. That's why advancement depends on the attitude of the follower. Your attitude is not of, like a senior who is very much loving, caring, want to feed younger devotee. No, attitude is to find fault. And for that he is creating fault. So deadly. Okay, any question? Or maybe 3 verses we can see, then we'll end. Shuni Chaitanya Gane Kare Bahut Bhikshan, Bahut Bhakshan, सत्य यस्यई वाक्य साक्षात देखिलु एखन. I have heard, he said, that the followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eat more than necessary. Now I have directly seen that this is true. कैसे बोला होगा? I have heard that the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eat more than necessary. Now I have directly seen that this is true. ऐसे ही बोला होगा ना? इससे भी ज़्यादा होगा, क्योंकि मैं अभी तक इतना अच्छा फॉलोअर नहीं बन पाया हूँ. आई एम नॉट येट सच अ गुड फॉलोअर ऑफ रामचंद्रपुरी, बट आई एम इन द वे, ट्राइंग टू बिकम बिगर एंड बिगर ब्लास्फेमर, बिगर एंड बिगर ऑफेंडर, बट स्टिल ही इज सीनियर, कांट सरपास हिम, have not even reached to his level. But something like he must have said, the tone also, no? I have heard that the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eat more than necessary. Now I have directly seen that this is true. और जगदान पंडित तो डर गया, क्या बोला, कैसे बोल रहे, अब तक तो बहुत मीठे मीठे, टेक जगदान, टेक लिटिल मोर, अभी पूरा सम व्हाट इज कॉल्ड 180 degree shift. What is this? सन्यासी रे एत खाऊया करे धर्मनाश, वैरागी हैया एत खाया वैराग्येर नाही भास. Feeding a sannyasi too much breaks his regulative principles, for when a sannyasi eats too much, his renunciation is destroyed. I don't know why he is saying like that, but feeding a sannyasi, because he only fed him, but whatever. He means, it seems, sannyasi should not feed himself, maybe. That is his way of saying. Feeding a sannyasi too much breaks his regulative principles, or when a sannyasi eats too much, his renunciation is destroyed. एत स्वभावतार आग्रह करिया, पीछे निंदा करे, आगे बहुत खाऊया या. The characteristic of Ramchandra Puri was that first he would induce someone to eat more than necessary, and then he would criticize him. Hope you don't undergo this experience, especially by any senior who wants to see fault in you, and for that he first creates fault in you by feeding you like anything and then saying. And it is prasad also, no? How can you say no, isn't it? And that's what he will say also. Hey, it's prasad. You should not say no. प्रसाद इज डायरेक्टली कृष्णा, प्रभु के साक्षात दर्शन. ना नहीं बोलना चाहिए. ओके ठीक है, ना नहीं बोलना चाहिए. हाँ अभी नहीं बोल पा रहा हूँ, ना भी नहीं बोल सकता. अरे प्रभु इतना प्रेम से खिला रहे हैं, ठीक है दीजिए प्रभु भी थोड़ा. एंड देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स ही मेक्स अ कमेंट, sarcastic remark. You will be completely broken. Yes, any question? In case you have. We had allowed questions in between also. Thanks to Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki. Class is not over. Question.
So this is very one of the highlights of CC, this incident of Ramchandra Puri. He is criticizing all the Vaishnavas in Jagannath Puri. So Prabhuji, my question.
अरे आगे आगो देखो करते हैं क्या. He is going to criticize Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. फिर क्या बचा?
So Prabhuji, somebody who has already offended his guru. Like we know the pastime of this Ramchandra Puri, he offended his guru Madhavendra Puri and he cursed him, you leave from here and go away. So then such a person should be respected or not? Let's say if the Vaishnava don't respect him or they banish him because he is already rejected by his spiritual master, then also it is okay on their part, right? How to understand this? Because they knew his background.
We have to be careful, extremely careful, because he might have been banished by his guru, but what if in between, before coming here to Puri, he has rectified his attitude and he lamented, oh, I displeased my guru, and all that, and now he has come back to proper understanding. And then now, obviously you may say, but yeah, what is he doing here? So if he is behaving like this, that is another thing. So just because you heard earlier part and you have not seen now bad behavior now, so you cannot immediately blast at him. But let's say you heard that he offended his guru and now also he is doing all these things in Nilachal. So then also we have to be careful. We can learn somewhat from Mahaprabhu, how Mahaprabhu takes it up in a very humble way when he is criticized. Certainly other devotees felt disturbed when Mahaprabhu was blasted by or blasphemed by Ramchandra Puri, but they were helpless because he is very senior. So I also don't know exactly what could be done in case somebody behaves like that. In our ISKCON organization is different. It's very easy. You can just approach GBCs and all, tell that such and such sannyasi or guru or whatever. The way he is behaving seems quite ridiculous or quite strange or dangerous. I don't want to analyze, but you please look into the matter. Like that we can put a request to GBCs. I am talking about ISKCON organizational structure in that. But otherwise, individual basis, we have to be extremely careful. We better approach some senior devotee to know that why this devotee behaving like that. Looks like he is quite a big blasphemer. How to do, what to do. They will deal with it. We better not take the whole issue in our hand, because we may be neophytes, we may commit mistake there. He is blaspheming and we may become bigger blasphemers. Because whole thing to analyze is not so easy. Vaishnavara Kriya Mudra Vijnana Bhujaya. To understand a devotee's speech, action is little difficult. Even if we are quite convinced, no, he is blasphemer, very clear, everybody is disturbed, still we have to be careful. How to, somebody can take action, but who? Maybe not us. We will go in dangerous zone.
In this same context, Prabhuji, like junior criticizing senior for eating too much or sleeping too much is not appropriate. But if senior is telling for our benefit that Prabhu, you are sleeping too much in chanting or you are eating too much, although I may not be doing, but he is cautioning me so that you should not do in future, then also we can take it in right spirit, right? Even if we are not doing it.
Yeah. Personal insult should always be accepted, tolerated. But other devotee, if he is insulting, let's say, then we have to take some steps. One thing could be just leave that place. You don't want to hear that blasphemy. And now he's senior, so correcting him not so easy. First of all, is he really blaspheming younger devotee, or is he, what you call, compassionately cautioning him? That we can't analyze sometimes. So we have to be careful in such situations.
Yeah, so at personal level we have
personal
to tolerate.
Level, no question, you have to tolerate.
And when it
unless it gets into a very dangerous zone, it's like he's about to kill you only. Last time he only, last time means previous interaction, he just said, if you do like this, no, I will beat you or kick you. And now he coming closer, now this became more. So if something like that is happening, then you have to at least protect your body. You have to run away from there and then inform some authorities. Let them deal with that whole issue.
Thank you.
So, while association of devotees, so we may joke, we may like, if it is extended somewhat, it will become Vaishnava Prabhuji.
That 6, if you do one of the 6, then only it is Vaishnava Prabhupada. Hanti, if you kill a Vaishnava. Nindanti, if you are blaspheming Vaishnava. Dveshti, you are envious of a devotee. Vaishnava Nabhinandati, you are not greeting a devotee first time when you interact and all that. Krudyate, you become angry upon a devotee. No harsham, you are not happy with a devotee, you are not smiling, not feeling joy. So then these are the 6 ways only. Darshane patanani shat. So patanani, this leads to fall down. Shat, sat, shat, 6. These are the only 6. Outside of that, it is not. But sometimes you may be just joking in a lighter way, but the other person may feel offended. So better beg forgiveness then. Hari Prabhu, ye to 6 mein aata hi nahi. Why are you so angry? I was just joking. I did not kill you. I did not blaspheme you. I am not envious of you. I have greeted you earlier only. And I did not become angry on you. And I did not. I am feeling happy with you. Ab itna kyun chilla rahe? So like that, don't be casual devotee. If he felt offended and is very disturbed, better bow down catch his lotus, holy lotus feet, take the dust on your head and distribute the dust to all others in case he feels so.
Last question, Prabhu. It's not on topic. You said now when Mahaprabhu is doing sand, means with his finger is doing sand, and when Mahaprabhu is sitting Tota Gopinath with Gadadhar Pandit and the garden, so the Tota Gopinath Vigraha came out, and at last time Mahaprabhu as merged in Tota Gopinath, right? So there Pujari said on Tota Gopinath that right leg or left leg, the
crack
spot,
is there.
so the from there Mahaprabhu entered.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. Any other question? Yes.
When this Gopinath deity was found in that garden, Radharani was also found, or was it installed later?
Only Gopinath. Afterwards they installed Radharani.
Because
and one more is there, I think. Anang Manjar is also there, I think. Correct? Two are there, na? Left and right. Correct? Or Balramji's deity has Revati and Varuni.
Balramji's
Gopinath also has, na? Two are there, I think. Radharani is also there, and
so they were installed by Janva Devi, like we hear all the past.
I don't remember who installed. Somebody later on. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered in the deity of Gopinath, and I heard that Gadadhar entered in the deity of that Radharani or some Lalita Radharani, I think.
In the beginning, you were mentioning about prayers, offering prayers to God Nitya will protect us. Like many times we have this question, should we offer the prayers of Acharya, like we sing Shri Krishna Chaitanya Daya Koru More, or should we offer our own prayers, problems
Both.
what we are facing?
64 regulative principles, in that one is offering, repeating the prayers of the previous Acharya, and other one is one's own prayers also. So both are valid, both are bona fide.
But if our prayers are mixed with material desires, I want
then
to become
what kind
so
of
and
prayers
so.
are there? Then they don't have potency. Then better offer Acharya's prayers only. Our prayer, if it is like, it should be like, oh Lord, let thy will be done. Let me understand your will and act accordingly. This can be our prayer, something like this. Not that, I want iPhone, and as soon as I pass out from PDC, I should be the HOD of youth preaching, or make me president of some ISKCON temple. I'm not happy with being a resident. I want P before resident. I want to be a president. So that kind of foolish desires we should not have.
And Prabhuji, many devotees say that Lord Nityananda is more receptive than Lord Chaitanya. Is that correct? In
He is more merciful. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Madhendra Puri? He is Kalparuksha in Golok Vrindavan. In Krishna Lila? Krishna Lila, I have never heard like that. He is Kalparuksha in Golok Vrindavan. Details I don't know. In Gaur Ganathesh Deepika, Srila Kavi Karnapur mentions that he is a desire fulfilling tree, Kalparuksha in Golok Vrindavan. And we know that he introduced Radharani's worship with Krishna in this world. About details I don't know.
One this also saying I have heard from Maharaj only. Like
Which Maharaj?
his name is Sadhana Swami Maharaj in Kartik Yatra itself.
You should not say he is Maharaj.
Yes.
Should specify which Maharaj, because there are so many Maharajas.
So Prabhuji, like he told ki there are three people who knows Mahabhav, Srimati Radharani, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Madhyantara. So by this, like earlier also.
Mahabhav, the sloka that Radharani said, na? Ai Deena Dayadra Natha hai, Mathura Natha Kadavaloke se, Rudhayam Todavaloka Kataram, Daita Brahmyati Kim Karomi. So meaning of this verse is known only to three people in the world. Srimati Radharani, Sri Madhvendra Puri and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, so Krishna knows everything anyway. So only other person, third person knows is Madhavendra Puri. That is as far as that highest understanding, mood, etc. But other details I don't know. At least he is far superior to all of us. That should be clear. ऐसा मैं सोचा, अच्छा माधवेंद्र पुरी तो एक कल्पवृक्ष है क्या, शांत रह, मैं तो गोपी ही बनने वाला हूँ, because I will be GBC member, means Gopi Bhav Club member, and you know that GBC, na? Gopi Bhav Club, GBC, and I am the member, and I will be Lalita Sakhi's father, I think, or what. उनका बाप तो नहीं बन सकता, लेकिन क्या बनूँ भी, हाँ नहीं, फादर नहीं बन सकता क्योंकि गोपी बनना है ना मुझे, मदर हो सकते हैं, मदर, लेकिन वो डांस नहीं करेगी, वो तो वात्सल्य रस में. सो नो, आई कैन नॉट बी मदर ऑफ ललिता सखी, आई शुड बी younger sister. Like that, don't get into dreamland. That is not required. So whatever I know, I told. Apart from that, I don't know. I cannot speculate about Madhavendra Puri or anyone for that matter. As much as I know, that much I told you. He is Kalparuksha in Golok Vrindavan, and he introduced Radharani's worship along with Krishna. He is Guru of Ishwar Puri, who is Guru of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The pastimes of Madhavendra Puri, we saw the drama. Whether he is, who is he in Krishna Lila, I don't know. I can try to find out through some devotee. And whether he is in Madhurya Ras also, that I don't know. Which rasa he is in, I don't know. I don't know. In earlier time, there is Gaur Nityananda Bol, Hari Bal, Hari Bal. Gaur Nityananda Bol, Hari Bal, Hari Bal. So new devotees, they don't know. Where did Lord Gauranga go? I don't know. That's what they understood. What these devotees are chanting? Where did Lord Gauranga go? I don't know. In Harinam Sankirtan, along with Mridang Karta, they were singing like that. Where did Lord Gauranga go? I don't know. And people on the street might be wondering, then you don't know, then why are you raising the question only? Means anyway, one devotee is asking, one devotee is asking, where did Lord Gauranga go? Other devotees say, I don't know. Because they don't know what is that Sanskrit or Bangla. Gaur Nityananda Bal, Hari Bal. So they thought it to be, where did Lord Gauranga go? I don't know. And nobody knows. Huh? Yeah, these devotees are confused by associating me. You confuse devotees. People also will be confused, na? Jaisa sang, vaisa rang.
Like Ramchandra Puri behavior before onwards like this only, like means
can't be, as far as I understand, because otherwise Madhavendra Puri would not initiate him. The fact that he initiated him, that means he must have been proper devotee, disciple, etc. But in between, whether he took wrong association, Mayavadi association, what happened, why he became like this, those details I have not heard. We only hear this later part, which is negative part of his behavior.
Told about this Bhakti Sandarbha, that is Abhideya, Priti Sandarbha 4,
Prayojan.
And the 4 earlier stage you have mentioned, what are the names of that 4?
Tattva Sandarbha, Bhagavad Sandarbha, Paramatma Sandarbha, and Krishna Sandarbha, if I am not wrong. You must have heard these words, Paramatma Sandarbha. Tattva Sandarbha is the most famous, first one, Tattva Sandarbha. Paramatma Sandarbha, Krishna Sandarbha, and Bhagavad Sandarbha. This is what.
You told that Paramananda Puri has was Uddhav in Krishna Lila. So this Ramchandra Puri has also any role in Krishna Lila?
He wrote
Has any role plays?
one at a time.
This Ramchandra Puri has play any role in Krishna Lila?
Krishna Lila, that also I'll have to check. I have that small booklet, Gaurganadesh Deepika. Here also, but I'll have to search little bit. It will take few minutes at least. I'll do research and let you know.
And the second question, that advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of a follower. So what type of attitude we should have?
Attitude of gratitude inside, in the subtle body, and attitude of servitude in the gross body. Internally, we are very grateful to Krishna, to Radharani, to Acharyas, to Prabhupada, to Guru, to Vaishnavas, and for that matter, others also. And how to express our gratitude? Through service. With gross body, we render services as per the time, place, circumstances, as per our capacity, conviction, advancement. All those factors are there. We should always want to render 100% service, but yet we may not be capable. So at least to the best of our ability, capacity, we should serve with our gross body. But that service will be natural to the degree we are grateful inside. Otherwise, we will be just trying to escape only. Hey, manager is coming, Bago! Not towards manager, away from manager. But gratitude is there.
And Prabhuji, how to develop this gratitude?
We can hear about great souls, about Krishna, and then what all they are doing for us, the conditioned souls. We will feel gratitude. Apart from that, we can see how great souls, pure devotees, they express their gratitude in words and in actions towards their gurus, towards other Vaishnavas, etc. So many stories are there. Like yesterday in Brahma Vaivarta Purana, I read about Dhruva Maharaj. One of his sons was Nanda Savarni, whose son was King Kedar. He was ruler for entire earth, and he would daily feed 10 million brahmanas. That means 1 crore. And to cook and all, for all this reason, he had 1 lakh brahmanas for cooking and all that. And that's how he would be able to serve every day. And throughout day he would be chanting only the holy name of the Lord. His daughter, when he performed Yagya, Lakshmi Devi appeared, and Lakshmi said, I will appear as your daughter. And that daughter's name is Vrunda. She performed austerities, and because of that, that forest became famous by the name Vrindavan. Like that. A long story goes ahead, but I am just telling you short. So when we hear like this, we develop gratitude towards that King Kedar, towards Dhruva Maharaj, in whose dynasty such great souls appeared. Gratitude keeps developing. Gratitude is also one of the 5 functions of intelligence. Prabhupada in the first canto writes, I think wisdom is one, intelligence. How to know how much is one intelligent? So 5 things are there. Anybody remembers? Maybe I should type. 141? Sure? But I don't remember now. 141. You are 100% sure? Scared? One. 4. 1. Sure? No. This is very short purport. I don't know what to type. Grateful word is there or gratitude word is there? Gratefulness, I think. You search. Bhagavatam. I got intelligence word is very often used, so that is there everywhere. Many hits are there. We have to give some other word. Gratefulness or what? What word was there? But anyway, I think your question is answered at least. Yeah.
Prabhuji, in starting you told that when we chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then Radha Krishna should appear in our Manas Patal if our mind is pure. If our mind is pure.
If mind is pure, automatically they will appear.
So I also chant Prabhuji, but I think my mind is not pure.
Not I think.
Yes.
My mind is not pure. This is safest.
Yes. So is there any means to purify mind?
Mind?
Mind purification.
Yeah. Huh?
Mind purification.
Yeah, so whole process is the same. For that only. All of us are for the same reason only. Everybody has impure mind. It's no offense to any pure-minded devotee. So, we are all having impure minds only. So, the whole process. But Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya also, Nashtaprayashu Abhadreshu. Similarly, Cheto Darpanam Arjanam, the mirror of your heart which is dirty because of lifetimes of ignorance, etc., that will all be cleansed by chanting Hare Krishna. Shravanam Kirtanam, and all 9, but particularly Shravanam and Kirtanam. Shrunvata Swagata Krishna Punya Shrana Hrudayantasto hi abhadrani vidhunoti. He cleanses. So many shlokas are there. Basically, keep hearing, attending Bhagavatam class, keep chanting. Slowly, slowly, will be purified. Don't eat foodstuffs cooked by materialistic people. Vishayra anna khaile, malina haile man, nahi Krishna rasmaran. If you eat foodstuffs cooked by materialistic people, then mind will be contaminated. If your mind is contaminated, you cannot remember Krishna. So this shloka is also the background for what I said. We cannot remember Krishna, though we are chanting Hare Krishna. Radha Krishna do not appear on the screen of our mind because mind is very impure. And impurities are two mainly, ignorance and passion. In ignorance we are not chanting only properly. Nobody can understand what is he saying. Or not saying only anything. This is too much fallen. Little advanced is so then by this nobody is able to remember anything. बोल क्या रहा है? At least if you say ना कुछ तो है ना हरिता की तो if it is proper pronunciation Harita ki, so people will remember Harita ki, and those who know what is Harita ki, isn't it? So now the way we chant, so you are sleeping only, you cannot remember anything, but at least those who are around, they are trying, क्या बोल क्या रहा है? अरे मैं भी तो वही बोल रहा हूँ तुम्हें कि क्या बोल रहा है ये? तो वही तो मिस्ट्री है, रोज ऐसा ही बोलता है, ऐसा ही जप करता है. वो रील अटक गया है किधर तो, अरे कब रिलीज होगा वो? नहीं वो पता नहीं, लेकिन आता है पीडीसी क्लास, पीडीसी ग्रुप में बैठता है. So then how can remembrance of Krishna happen? Others are also not able to remember Krishna. Your pronunciation is only not clear to anyone, and you are out of the field only. You have gone to different loka altogether. And if you are in passion, then also mind is not hearing Hare Krishna. Others may be able to hear Hare Krishna, they will be reminded of Hare Krishna, Radha and Krishna. But your mind is somewhere else, so you cannot remember. But if your mind is purified from this passion and ignorance, then Hare means Radharani, Krishna means Krishna. Prabhupada writes in Bhagavad Gita 12 chapter 8th verse purport, when a devotee chants Hare Krishna, Krishna and his internal potency are dancing on the tongue of the chanter. ये तो और आगे है. I was just telling that Radha Krishna should appear on the screen of your mind. Prabhupada is going 10 steps ahead or 100,000 steps ahead. They are dancing on your tongue. That's why I always chant in front of the mirror. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. किधर है? Dance नहीं है? Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. दिख नहीं रहे. Tongue is also not visible. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Tongue you bring out. I still also not. Prabhupada is telling lies. White lies. Where is Radha Krishna dancing? Nothing. Only I see my saliva is dancing. and it's all falling on the mirror. So it is on the transcendental platform. They are dancing, but for seeing them dance on your tongue, you have to become a lover of Radha Krishna. Currently we are only, many times we are doing Atma Bhakti and very rarely we do Krishna Bhakti. Atma Bhakti chalta hamara. So that is a big problem. That's why His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj says, Bhakti means to take, devotional service means to take oneself out of center and to keep Krishna there. We keep ourselves only in center. That's why it is called Atma Bhakti. Krishna Bhakti will begin sometime, some lifetime.
Thank you, Prasad.
What is the exact meaning of
Deep? Deep love. That means for that person you are ready to go to any extent, and while serving him there is no consideration of obstacles and dangers. Pragada premerayai swabhava achar nija dukkha vigna adir nakore vichar. After narrating the whole pastime of Madhavendra Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu concludes in one verse. Pragad, you are saying deep, very deep, not just gad, condensed love, highly condensed love. Pragada premerayai swabhava achar. This is the characteristic and this is the nature, this is the behavior. What? Nija dukkha vigna adir. My own dukkha, nija dukkha, my distress in serving that person whom I love the most, and vigna, the obstacles, na kare vichar. There is no consideration even. Madhavendra Puri did not think, oh, I have to go to Nilachal, my God, 1000 kilometer minimum. I am old also. Why not send my disciple? I will send 10 disciples. No. Nija dukkha. And okay, chalo, let's say beginning he was not clear how many obstacles are there. Now he is going through the obstacle, so much trouble. Now he should give up. No. There is no consideration only of obstacles and distress in serving the beloved. So that is the definition of Pragada Prem. Highly condensed love. Madhavendra Puri's life you can always remember. Especially he is getting sandalwood from Malay Hills. That is condensed love.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Ramchandra Puri, he was directly initiated by Madhavendra Puri as a sannyas disciple, or he has taken sannyas later?
These details also I have not heard at least. Many times it so happens that Guru gives Diksha, first Diksha, and then afterwards the Guru is not there. Then the disciples takes sannyas in Mayavadi Sampradaya. That time Mayavadi Sampradaya was very famous. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also took Diksha in this thing, sannyas in Mayavad Sampradaya, because it seems Ishwar Puri was not present mostly. We are not sure, but if Guru was present, he would have taken from Guru only. So mostly Ishwar Puri was not on planet. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also took, like that many have taken in Mayavad Sampradaya. But see, that is just for, because that's how preaching can be powerful, because that was acceptable. But that doesn't mean that just because you took sannyas in Mayavad Sampradaya, you become Mayavadi. No. Ramchandra Puri is the only case who took sannyas in Mayavad Sampradaya. I don't know where he took sannyas, but he became Vaishnava offender. And the way he guides his Guru, means he tells his Guru, that also looks like he became Mayavadi only. Why are you focusing on Krishna, Mathuranath? Just meditate on impersonal Brahman. That is supreme. So it seems at least Gyan Bij grew in his heart. What is the background? We have not heard. Somewhere might have been mentioned. Yes. Any other? That gratitude we did not get, no? We will find out after the class. So should we end then? ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की, श्रीमन चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, श्री रामचंद्र पुरी की, श्री ईश्वर पुरी की, श्रीपाद माधवेंद्र पुरी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी।